the World of Tomorrow by Brian Feiss. You can find it online. I found it at Barnes & Noble here locally. Great read, well worth my $25. I'm going to give it to my wife to read, and then I'm going to give it to my father to read because I think he'll appreciate it, having dealt with my crazy imaginary ass. Not that I'm imaginary, or am I? Are you just watching these videos and I'm not even here? Nope, that was real, son. That wasn't. I made that with my mouth. Anyway, so and then I'll probably eventually, give it to my son, as he gets older and say, here, because I'm sure they say you get what you gave, and I'm gonna get it pretty good. Anyway, so let's move on to the finales here. All right, so we'll start with we'll go best cover of the week, which I am going to give, if I can find it, I'm sorry, to Batman Streets of Gotham. I really dug that cover. I really do. I think that Dustin Nguyen, or whatever, is an amazing artist, and I think he's done amazing work on that cover. He does amazing work in the interior here. Just in general, fantastic stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to that. That was a pretty easy choice for me. I know a lot of people probably expect Blackest Night, but honestly, the cover here is not quite as compelling, in my opinion at least. And, and that's all it is my opinion. But you came to watch my opinions, I'd imagine. That and to see how big of an ass I'll make of myself this week. No pianos this week, no birthday parties, kind of a calm one compared to usual. As calm as it gets here in the fucking asylum. Okay. Anyway, next up, we're going to Best Arting, and I am giving that to Ivan Rice on Blackest Night #1. The art here was incredible. You go from dark-ass art, very brooding, to very colorful with lots of characters involved. Not quite George Perez style here, but you do get an abundance of characters. You get really cool things like that. Just them going. And the end pages are just fantastic too. But in general, just really great stuff here. I mean, top notch. Top notch. Okay, next up, we're going to go Best Writing. Jeff Johns. Blackest Night #1. I think that's 2 weeks in a row now he's pulled down one. He doesn't disappoint here. And a lot of the writing here was fantastic. And it's really cool if you've been a fan of Green Lantern and you've been following it since Rebirth, because a lot of that stuff that you've been amped up to see is finally coming to fruition here. You're finally starting to see a lot of those threads tied together, or the possibility of seeing threads that haven't been or aren't being seen tied eventually by the end of this, I'd imagine. Just in general, fantastic writing. So creative. I know some people complain that zombies, blah blah, they've been done. They have, but come on, who the fuck cares, really? Zombies are fantastic. Who doesn't like zombies? If you don't like zombies, hit comments, say you don't like zombies. And I probably won't respond to that because I love me some zombies. Especially when you get some of the zombies you get here, and I don't want to spoil things, but you get some pretty nasty, wicked zombies. Of characters that you love. I don't know what else to say. It's just the culmination of so many good issues and storylines coming to a head here and not disappointing is a feat into itself. And then on top of that, like I said earlier, he includes everything you need in a first issue of an event. I mean, just sets the board and all the pieces up just, I mean, amazingly, okay? I don't mean to bulk this up and hype it more than it needs to be because I'm sure you've heard enough, but I'm telling you people, this is fantastic. This is how you do an event, at least so far. There's still room to fuck it up, but I don't think that's going to happen. I got to show you this art. Look at that. That's why Ivan Rice, shit like that. That's why that guy is getting nods for Art of the Month. And also I'm giving him Writing of the Month, Jeff Johns, because let's be honest, there was so much hype going into this that it could have easily fucking crashed and burned. It could have easily tanked and just been flushed down the toilet. With people setting comic shops on fire and heading for the DC offices with pitchforks and torches and dildos. Wait, dildos? Why would they have dildos? Oh, to smack them in the face with. Dildo smack. What? So, just amazing stuff. So you guessed it, best overall issue goes to Blackest Night. I don't really have much more to say than what I've said. Just amazing issue. I hope you guys agree. If you don't, hit the button down there. You guys are always welcome to hit up on the comments. I wanted to mention this now that we're done with reviews of Best Of. I want to mention that I would love to see more questions again. Questions are starting to fall off again. But I'd also love to see you guys click the comments and let me know what your favorite titles are. I'd love to know who your favorite heroes are. I'd love to know your favorite title of the week. I wouldn't mind seeing everybody else's best writer, artist, or best writing, arting, cover, and title overall. I'd love to see that. If you've got any suggestions, I definitely am getting a lot of that from people, and I do appreciate that. I am trying to check things out and diversify. But other than that, I don't know what to say. Week 8. 2 months, guys. 2 months we've been doing this. That's crazy. I appreciate everybody who's still watching these, and I hope I'm not losing any viewers by not having pianos. And I mean, we got the fucking piano here. Don't get me wrong, it's still here. But I don't need to subject you to that, I don't think. Unless you guys are crazy enough and you want a fucking encore, which you don't. Also, there was a little mini discussion on Mohawks. Savage Dragon, Mohawk does count indeed, but I am still going Gladiator. That shit is thick. It is giant. Savage Dragon does have it, but it's also kind of a fin, you know? He kind of cheated. He got that shit. He can't really trim it or style it. Gladiator styles that bad motherfucker. I mean, that is amazing stuff. The only other Mohawk that I could think of was Dakin, and his Mohawk sucks. It's always just like floppy ass. He doesn't even take care of that shit. But I guess he doesn't care. He's too pimp-tastic. No. So Gladiator. I'm calling everybody out again this week. Find me a Mohawk that's better. Gladiator, until then, is the reigning Mohawk champion. So, on that note, reigning Mohawk champions and all, I'm going to go ahead and end this. So, thanks again to Kirby Crackle for letting us use ring capacity. Again, find that at KirbyCrackleMusic.com. Check it out. Buy the CD. It will not disappoint you at all. And hopefully, me introducing you to Kirby Crackle will make up for you having to watch my ass, okay? Because I sound and look terrible. And speak and orate terribly, alright? The only reason why you guys come is to see me look like an asshole. And I do a good job of that. So, again, that was just diatribe. I don't know why I'm running off on shit. But Kirby Crackle. Check it out. I'll make up for having to look at my ass. So, why don't we go ahead and end this and kick it over to the credits and some Kirby Crackle. Peace.